Are you feeling challenged day in, day out of spreading the good news? Are you someone who's going through that? Or maybe someone who is afraid to share the good news because you know that people are going to try to stand up against you and challenge you? Well, I just want to let you know that Jesus went through the same thing here in Luke 20. He was challenged by the Pharisees who was wanting to question him. It says one day as he was teaching the people in the temple and proclaiming the good news, the chief priests and the scribes with the elders came and said to him, "Tell us by what authority are you doing these things? Who is it who gave you this authority?" I didn't even know my screen fell. You're going to come against that where people are challenging you. They aren't going to understand you. And then the beginning of your walk, just like it was when I first started here and I started sharing the good news, I didn't know anything. I was fresh. And for a very long time, I had to come here and feel like I needed to explain and defend myself. And I'm not going to say truly that a lot of people came against me because, when you're living by the Holy Spirit, you're living by truth. You shouldn't even have a mask on. And honestly, for people who do walk by the Spirit, you should be able to tell and discern the people who are living by the truth and who are not. But the great thing about this is Jesus was proclaiming the good news. He knew he was living by truth. He knew he was here on a divine mission, and he didn't need to explain anything to those Pharisees. And so moving on, they wanted to know where he was getting this authority from. You're going to go through the same thing. I know that. I am too, moving forward in my journey. Have people really questioned my authority? No, because I think when you tell the truth, people know what truth is, whether if they want to express it to you or not. Truth cannot be hidden. And that's why it's so important to tell the truth. And I think that's the reason why God sends us here as believers, because we live by the truth to come into a world of illusions, to speak the truth. And it's going to come above all. Every truth is going to shine. What is hidden in the dark is going to come to the light, and we are the light. But anyways, they were trying to complicate what he was doing, spreading the good news. I'm going through it. You're going to go through it too. He answered them, "I will ask you a question. Tell me, was the baptism of John from heaven or human origin?" And then this is the complicating thing. Like when you are telling the truth, people with these masks who have no understanding or just don't know, they will try to protect themselves as you come against them with your truth. And they said, they discussed it among themselves. If we say from heaven, he will say, "Why didn't we believe him?" But if we say of human origin, all the people will stone us because they are convinced that John was a prophet. See, that's where you know the difference between who's telling the truth and who is not. Someone who is not telling the truth has to do all this extra stuff that the Pharisees were doing, trying to come up with the reason to make their story look good. And that's when you know someone's telling the truth, and when someone is not telling the truth, and from the person who is telling the truth. Look at the two type of people. Jesus kept it really simple. He didn't have to explain his authority, but the Pharisees, who were the ones questioning his authority, had to try to make it look good. Like, should we do this or should we do that? That's when you know someone's lying, and when it's clearly not the truth. And so moving on. So they answered and they didn't know the origin. People are not going to have to understand you. And I know, especially if maybe you're someone who's just getting started and you're afraid to share the good news because you know that there's people out there who are going to want to challenge you and make your walk complicated. But just know, talk with truth, speak the truth. As long as you are being truthful, you have nothing to worry about. Most importantly from God, because what God knows is truth. He knows people by their heart, and he knows if you're telling the truth or not. So what's the point of coming here to lie anyways, if God knows and can see what you're doing is truthful or not? Like, I know that it doesn't matter what people think about me here. I know that I'm on a divine mission, being led by the Holy Spirit, on a divine mission, living in truth. And whatever you think about me does not matter. It doesn't matter, because I know that I am here on a mission, on a divine mission, not a human mission. And that's why Jesus was like, "Are you coming from human origin or from heaven origin?" And that's all he had to say. And so think about it when you're going through this, just think like, who's questioning me right now? Are they even on a divine mission, or are they questioning me at a human standpoint? So, and that's where you can just do what Jesus said. You think about it, like, who's questioning me right now? Like, this doesn't even matter. I am here for God, and I'm living in a purpose for a divine mission right now. And so Jesus didn't have to flex himself, had to come up and need to defend. And that's a sad thing that I see here often, is believers feel like they need to defend or explain themselves about the truth that they're living on in their divine purpose and mission with the Lord. Like, you don't have to explain yourself. You don't have to explain this mission that you're on. Truth is truth. Truth rises above all. And if you are lying, it is going to come to the light. So what's the point of lying? You know? And Jesus said to them, neither will I tell you by what authority I do these things. Like I said, in the beginning of my journey, I didn't know these things because Luke is all the way at the back of the Bible, and I started from the beginning. And that's why it was important for me to read the Bible from beginning to end, because that's how I grew into who I am. And now I'm at a point to where I'm not going to explain myself to anyone. I'm just here, and hopefully that by what I am living by in the truth, you too can eventually follow the example by what I'm living by to come to a point to where I am, you know. And I really truly don't have many people who want to complicate my journey, because I think that, you know, truth is truth, and there's nothing that you can hide about it if you understand it and you relate to it or not. And I hope that if you're going through this, if you're being challenged, or you just don't even have the courage because of the people that you know that are out there, the wolves and the vultures, just know and understand we are to be imitating Christ. We don't have to be here to explain the authority and the mission that we're on. We are just supposed to be here living in the mission. And that's the only job that we have to do. It is not our job to come on here and defend ourselves for Jesus. Like, he's given us everything that we need, and we just have to walk in our mission. If Jesus was challenged, we're going to be challenged over and over and over again. But what I know is who I am with them, and I am under their authority. And the creator of the world, if he's guiding me, I have nothing to explain, nothing to worry about, because that's human origin coming against me. And I'm under heaven origin. And so are you. You have nothing to explain to anyone as long as you are walking in truth. So just walk in truth. Walk in truth. Nothing can come against truth. And that is a beautiful thing. That is a beautiful thing. May peace be with you. Live in truth.